Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another spicy episode of the Sanity Stream with Lucius Cole, the place where you go to gain a little bit of your sanity back in what has become a dysphoric election season in the United States of America. If you like this type of content, go down below, like, subscribe, share, and of course leave a comment if you think I deserve it. The Coal Factory and the Coal Train on our way to 1,000 Patriots strong, thanks to people like you watching content like this. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I got a spicy show for you today, so let's get straight into it. First of all, we're going to be going over a recent clip with Brian Stelter. Of course, Mark Dice doing some phenomenal voiceovers here about the absolute atrocity of AltTech, guys. You know what? We should only be allowed to use Facebook. We should only be allowed to use Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, the whole line, guys. Don't you dare go on Parler and follow me at Lucius Cole. Don't you even think about it. If you think of following me on Parler, Lucius Cole, Luciuscoal, don't you dare do it. Don't do it. With that said, let's get straight into the clip, guys.
There's this new social media app called Parler getting a lot of attention because conservatives are saying they're leaving Twitter and Facebook, going off to Parler because they believe Parler's a safer space for them. What we're seeing is even more of a bunker mentality in right-wing media, and ultimately that's not good for the country.
No, it's not good. It's a threat to democracy that these people are in echo chambers and they're getting fed a diet of lies, essentially.
Oh my god, guys, the irony. Can you just, it's literally just, it's just so much irony to eat up, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe this. Now they are going after Parler. Of course, we were kicked off of Twitter. People like Gavin McInnes, Alex Jones, people like the Proud Boys, all banned, all sent to the reservation, hanging on to a life raft, begging. Well, we don't beg. We're on the right. We're not a lefty. But breathing and almost being taken down under the water. And of course, now they have to go after our lifeboat. They're sitting there on their giant cruise, their giant yacht. Those latte liberals, just those pure elites, haven't done a hard work. I can't even talk. A day of hard work. There we go. Okay, I can do English. A day of hard work in their life. And here they are trying to say, you know what, the lifeboat that you had to get on, we're going to try to blow that up too. It's absolutely insane, guys. But of course, you don't know any better. It's the left. And it's just like they don't want us to be able to speak to each other. They don't want us to be able to group. They don't want us to be able to function in a society. And of course, if you guys haven't seen it, Big Tech, Silicon Valley, on trial. Of course, not on trial, guys, but once again subpoenaed, called to a hearing, asked to speak to Congress. But do I actually think anything's going to come out of this? I don't, because I don't think the Republicans have balls. But there are some notable exceptions, guys. Sorry, guys, I can't talk today. Some notable exceptions, guys. Ted Cruz, laying it on thick. Take a look.
Mr. Dorsey, would the following statement violate Twitter's policies? Quote, absentee ballots remain the largest source of potential voter fraud.
I imagine that we would label it so that people can have more context in read through.
How about this quote? Voter fraud is particularly possible where, quote, third-party organizations, candidates, and political party activists are involved in, quote, handling absentee ballots. Would you flag that as potentially misleading?
I imagine a lot of these would have a label pointing people to a bigger conversation.
Well, you're right. You would label them because you've taken the political position right now that voter fraud doesn't exist. I would note both of those quotes come from the Carter-Baker Commission on Federal Election Reform. That is Democratic President Jimmy Carter and former Secretary of State James Baker. And Twitter's position is essentially voter fraud does not exist.
Rest in peace, headphone users. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I forgot that was at the end. But, like, this is ridiculous. This is what Twitter is now. You're not even allowed to speak about the election. You're not even allowed to say, hey, do you remember those 3 years of Russia, and how we allowed that to propagate all across Twitter? Didn't stop it. No, it's not a big deal, guys. Not a big deal. But the moment there's some irregularities. Some irregularities that just so happen to favor Trump for some reason. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It just seems like over and over and over and over. It just so happens that it favors Trump, guys. Okay? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. And look, I think a lot of people on the right don't like to interfere with business. Especially those who are libertarian minded. We do not want to go and tell a company how to do its job and how to actually, enforce its rules, how to run their own business. But we are being attacked. We are the only ones being attacked. We are the only ones getting banned. We're the only ones getting deplatformed. And then you hear people on the left consistently say, "Oh, well, it's a private platform. They can do what they wish. They can do what they wish." Well, okay, so now we move to Parler, and now they're like, "Oh my God, it's a threat to democracy." Okay, why don't you just say it? Just say that you hate conservatives. Just say that you want us dead. Just say it. Just say that you do not want us to have the ability to speak, because they go above and beyond. It's not just, if you look at Enrique Tarrio, for example, the Proud Boys, not only was he banned on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the whole 9 yards, right? He was banned from there. But then on top of that, he's not allowed to have a PayPal account. Okay? He's not allowed to have a bank account. Chase Bank closed his bank account. So not only are they going after your speech, now they're going after your livelihood. You think the buck stops at just getting banned on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram? No. The buck never stops there. The left want full, total control. 100% control of your life. You're not allowed to do anything. And if you dare to deviate from the official narrative and say, "Hey, you know what, there's some indiscrepancies here. Hey, you know what, I don't agree with that political philosophy. Hey, you know what, I think it's kind of messed up to watch people dressed in all black attack women and children. Just crazy things to say, then you're banned." And it boggles my mind what the left has become. And it's not just the small guys now, guys. It's not just the big tech media giants. We got a former president here. Mr. Barack Obama, what do you have to say about the internet? A recent post on Vox today, or yesterday, November 16th. Obama, the internet is the single biggest threat to our democracy. Guys! Don't you know there's official sources, guys? There's Washington Post, there's New York Times, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, NPR. Guys, these are official sources. You can't be allowed to communicate. You're not allowed to communicate, guys. And that's why, hey, Stop the Steal on Facebook, 300,000 people deleted, because those conversations aren't allowed to be had, guys. Oh, wait, you want a Million MAGA march in D.C.? No, we're going to delete that group too. Censor, destroy. It really does. It really shows that we're on the right side of history. It really does. What happened to the left? The left used to be, "I might not agree with what you have to say, but I will fight for your right to say it." That side of the left, the Democrats that used to say that, are long gone. Either dead by, just normal, just went through life or whatever, or maybe a bullet just happened to go through a window while you're down in a motorcade in a car and just so happened to kill you. Definitely not the CIA, guys. Definitely not the deep state, though. Definitely was Lee Harvey Oswald. 100%, guys. 100%, because you're not allowed to question that either. Absurd. Let's move on to the next one, guys. Of course, you guys got to know. Welcome to the family, Asians. You are officially white. You are no longer Asian. Asian privilege has been too far. You've gone too far. You're too smart. You read too many books. You know too many languages. Your grades are just too high, and you have the best paying jobs. I refuse to allow this Asian privilege to have a mass swarm across the United States. I refuse. And you know what? The left agrees with me. The left agrees with me, guys. School district decides Asians aren't students of color. The absurdities that result from over-reliance on semi-arbitrary race-based categories. One school district in Washington state has evidently decided that Asians no longer qualify as persons of color. In their latest equity report, administrators in North Thurston Public Schools, which oversees 16,000 students, lumped Asians in with whites and measured their academic achievements against students of color, a category that includes Black, Latino, I'm not going to say Latinx, I refuse to say that, Native American, Pacific Islander, and multiracial students who have experienced persistent opportunity gaps. You see, Asians, I had a previous episode about this a long time ago, a few months ago, where I said, you know what, Asian people, just wait. Your time is almost over. Your colored person privilege is almost over. You're going to get lumped in with whites. You didn't listen. You didn't listen. And the reason why they're doing this, I really want you to think about this. What was happening was the Asian students were performing remarkably well. Okay? So if you lumped the Asian students in with the Black and the Hispanic students and the Pacific Islanders, the IQ and the average grades were going up. And we can't have that, guys. We have to show that white people are the enemy. And the only way to do that is by lumping the Asians in with them. Wait, so does that make the Asians the enemy too? Welcome. Welcome, Asians. We're welcoming you with open arms. Welcome to white privilege. You are officially part of the clan. Oh, wait. I probably shouldn't say clan. You're officially part of the... Yeah, you're a Nazi now. You are an Asian Nazi. Well, okay. There's some historical precedents there with Japan, but I'm talking all Asians, guys, okay? With that said, congratulations. Welcome to the crew. This is so ridiculous. This is oh my god. And while we're on the people of color, okay? Now, and there's another thing, but I don't understand. So you can say people of color, but you can't say colored people. Why? Anyway, we got another hate crime, folks, and this one is actually really tragic. And just for the record, I denounce this. I denounce all Trump supporters. I am withdrawing my support for President Donald Trump. He's not my president. He's an absolute buffoon. He was never white in the first place, guys. Don't lump me in with him. He was always a Cheeto, okay? I refuse. It's no longer Orange Man Rad, guys. It's Orange Man Bad because the Trump supporters are racist. You saw what they did to Jussie Smollett. You saw what they did to Bubba Watson. They are out of control. Sorry, my producers. Those were fake? Okay, those two were fake. But this one, guys, this one's going to be real. Hate crime hoaxers vandalized own car with pro-Trump messages. Don't look, guys. Oh, wait. That's not how this works. Oh, don't. Wait, I can't block the... Anyway, so a new hate crime hoax was surfaced in Buffalo, New York, and is one of a number in a string of hoaxes following the emergence of the Black Lives Matter movement. Clifton Utsi, 18, claims to have been a victim of a hate crime, with his BMW X5 spray painted with homophobic and racist slurs, including the N-word and a series of anti-Black Lives Matter messages. In addition to the alleged perpetrator, spray painted a message supporting President Donald Trump and the KKK. The alleged perpetrator has also put sugar in the purported victim's gas tank. Oh my god, guys. America's so racist. It's so racist, guys. America, white people, Trump supporters, they are the kings of racism. There's so much racism, guys. You don't even understand. There's so much. We have to make it up. These people disgust me. I mean, like, I'm joking about it, but these people truly disgust me. The fact that they are faking hate crimes. Anyway, insane. All right, on to serious news, guys. Serious news. Let's actually get serious for a second. Breaking. Second Georgia county finds thousands more votes. Majority are for Trump. You know what, guys? I don't know what it is, but for some reason, all of these votes seem to always favor the president. Now, I don't know, guys. These glitches, these anomalies, these, I don't know, fraud, whatever. YouTube algorithm. Sure. Okay. A second county in Georgia has found a memory card, another memory card, guys, just happened to disappear, with thousands of votes that had not been uploaded into the system used in the state. The majority of the votes were for President Donald Trump. This is the second county to have this happen, guys, but God, no. I'm going to call it Frogel. No Frogel, guys. No Frogel. No Frogel in this election. Actually, guys, I personally believe there's been a lot of Frogel. A lot of Frogel, and for election, I'm going to use the word, this is so crazy that I have to do this, just for the record. There's so much Frogel in this biflection. There's so much Frogel in this biflection, and that's why they don't want to check the signatures. There's so much Frogel in this biflection that they refuse to do an audit. There's so much Frogel in this biflection that they are actually stopping a legitimate biflection to occur. Welcome to America, guys. And this, I'm hoping, has some merit, guys. I am praying that this video and Sidney Powell has some merit. Because it just seems like every time that there's a bombshell, nothing ever happens. Nothing happened to Hillary Clinton. Nothing happened to the Biden family in terms of the little people and the CCP and Ukraine and Kazakhstan and all that stuff. Nothing happened. Nothing happened with the Mueller report. Nothing happened in terms of Bill Barr. Nothing happened in terms of federalizing police and actually taking down Antifa. Nothing happened. Nothing happened in terms of generals not listening to Trump's orders of pulling troops out in Syria. Nothing happened. So call me skeptical, guys. I am praying. Guys, just to tell you, I'm not overtly religious whatsoever, but I have been praying. I have been praying I've been praying basically every single day. Every single time I hear about the by-lection, whatever I'm calling it, I pray. Because this, in my mind, is the battle between good and evil. Take a look.
What's the next step?
It's massive criminal voter fraud writ large across at least 29 states. It could have been happening. Anytime a voting machine was connected to the internet, and we have evidence that many were, it was obviously happening. It's obvious from the algorithm and the statistics that our experts are tracking out for batches of votes and when the curves changed. And it's going to blow the mind of everyone in this country when we get it all together and can explain it with the affidavits and the experts that have come forward.
Let's just say a prayer, guys. Let's just say a prayer that this man gets another 4 years, because I think, in my opinion, he did a stand-up job. Is he perfect? No. But he is the right man for this moment in history. And let's just be honest. If Biden gets in, he's basically just going to throw us down river without a paddle. So, with that said, guys, if you like this type of content, go down below, like, subscribe, share. My name is Lucius Cole, the Sanity Stream. Hopefully you gained a little bit of your sanity back. I will see you guys in the next episode. I love you guys. Peace. Coltrane. Choo choo!